Hey everybody, it's Julie from Mystical Moonchild. How are you today? I hope you're happy and well, and we're doing a tarot reading for today. And we'll just see what that is. As a collective, what is it that the majority of people need to know? Because obviously everyone's not going to get something. Or maybe it's one card that's specific to you. These are done as a collective. Oh, the broken heart. Oh, darlings, what are you going through today? Who's hurt you? What are you grieving over? What can't you handle anymore? Or who's the third picture in the relationship person? Let's see what comes out with this. See what story we can create with this, yeah? It could be grieving from, maybe it's just one of those days, an anniversary, or, and you've just thought about something and you're very emotional and it's hurting, it's really hurting today. But what we've got with that is the High Priestess. And it's like, well, what I'm actually getting from this today is in the past, you've been here and it's been horrific. And, it sort of knocked you down to make you understand, or maybe not so much understand, but maybe put yourself forward that you haven't done before. And it's led you to the High Priestess. And the High Priestess is you. Because without coming unraveled and in that trauma and pain, you wouldn't have built yourself back up again and have a story to help teach other people or guide other people who's in that same spot as you. Because you've been there. You've been on the bottom, like the gutter, we normally say. And it's been traumatizing. And remember, this grief and trauma, like when you don't see things coming, it knocks you for, it slams you across the other side of the world. That's how hard it hits. It breaks you. And when you're not the sort of person that puts that stuff out and you get something like that back, same thing. Or if it's somebody you love and treasure, that will put you in that place. Everyone has their story. And as you can see, that was really painful. But now, with that, going through that story, it's made you stronger. It's made you more trusting of self. You know what you want. You know exactly what you won't tolerate anymore. Therefore, you can stand in your power. And maybe for the first time in your life, accept who you are. Okay, because a lot of people don't. A lot of people just float around. And yeah, each and every one of you are just awesome. If you would just tweak a few things in your life about how you think about things. But in saying that, we're also all at different levels of learning, okay? So therefore, it may just be a timing thing for you. It doesn't mean you won't get there. It just means at the moment you're supposed to be exactly where you are, doing whatever it is you're exactly doing. So you've always got to see the rationality in these readings too. Okay? Because everything comes down to your choices. And no one wants to stay there. But we all will for a while. And that's perfectly normal. And remember, if it's a loss and you're grieving, that could take... There is no time limit on that, because that's wrenched at your heart so hard. It's all right for somebody to come up to you and say, you know what, you're going to be okay, you'll get through this. But mentally, that's not where you're at. You're just crumbling. You're just breaking down in a heap. And that's okay. Just let it all go. Because you don't want to, you know, harbour all that pain and hurt. And anger, because it goes into anger afterwards. You just got to be in that space to get to this space where you're so much wiser. And the next card with that is the Ten of Pentacles. And, you know, look, your story is becoming quite exciting. Things that you want to manifesting. It's a new beginning here at the moment because it's a 10. So you've got rid of the old emotions, the old baggage, things that just, you know, they're dealt with now. Doesn't mean they'll never just rise back up and you might shed a tear or however you feel. That's perfectly okay as well, because you don't want to suppress it. It is what it is. You let that tear out, or you have that quiet day where you just, you know, maybe don't want to get dressed. You have that down day to accumulate your energy and to sit in the remainder of what this is, okay? Knowing that you're going to come out and you're fine, but sometimes you just need to sit there again just to process, see it differently, because time heals in different ways. And here, you're not in that capacity to take in everything on board because you're just broken. But knowing that your future is happy and you can have everything that you want, which is where you're heading, you know, you've got a good future here. That wisdom has really stepped up for you to manifest what you do want. But don't worry if you're in that spot. Just go with it. See what it feels like. See what, you know, what triggers you, what hurts the most. Let all those tears out. Just sob away. Hopefully there's someone that can come and, you know, give you a hug. Not that you'll really want that too much, because you'd just rather pull yourself away and be a bit of a hermit while you go through this, and knowing that that is perfectly fine. You just need that time. So I'm sending much, much love. Much, much love. Because I know it's hard. But I know each and every one of you is strong. You find a strength from being here too. It's not where you're looking for it, but sometimes that's where it will be. Say that was a child and, you know, this child, you know, ended up going somewhere else. It's breaking you. It's broke you. You fought so hard. You've tried so hard. As an example, they're your everything. And then, you know, for whatever reason, they're no more here. They've been taken somewhere else. And you're left with that emptiness, that loneliness. As I say, sometimes you know what you know. And that may be playing there as well, because you know the outcome you want, but you know the politically correct, or so to speak, outcome won't be that way, or hardly ever is. Okay? So many reasons. It could be love, really painful love, where you just didn't realize that you weren't the only one in the relationship. You didn't see it coming, you didn't know. But, you know, you got through it and you got stronger. Whatever your reason is for this heartache, run with it. It's why it's here. Because then you can let it go. But things are hard. Maybe you've lost your house, you know, they won't renew your rental because they want more money, and like, where do you get that from? You know, things that are affecting people are very real. And sometimes that's where this may lead. But let it all out. Let it all out. Something else will come up. Another way of looking at things. Another way of standing in your power. Maybe you have to do things differently temporarily just to get through. But knowing the outcome, you'll be okay. Everything will work out in time. It's just showing you some examples where this can really, where you can really be at the moment. Okay, I will see you later. Bye for now.